Hello and welcome to Fedmail. Thank you for joining us on this Friday afternoon. I hope you've had a good week and that you, your family members, your loved ones, and friends are all doing well. And I hope that you're continuing to take the necessary precautions to remain healthy. If you or someone you know is in need of assistance related to COVID, please use the form provided in Fedmail. And if there's someone in the community who you know needs help and may not be receiving these email messages, please let us know about them too. We want to assist everyone and make sure that our community members are safe and cared for. I want to congratulate Israel and the United Arab Emirates on a wonderful peace agreement reached earlier this week. The UAE joins Egypt and Jordan in normal relations with Israel, and that's terrific news out of the Middle East, a region that too often is plagued by war and belligerence. This shows that friendship and normalcy prevail, and cooperation should lead to many great developments from this point forward. I'm excited about it, and I know that many others around the world are. So let us take that into Shabbat as a wonderful Shabbos sign of peace, cooperation, friendship, and a lesson for all of us in our own everyday lives. I also want to let you know that this week you may have received Federation campaign mailing information. The Federation's annual campaign is beginning soon. We like to kick off campaign around the high holidays, a time of the year when all of us are feeling more connected to our Jewish identities and Jewish peoplehood. And it's a great way to start the new Jewish year by making a donation to Federation. Now, some of you will have seen at the bottom of the letter that we wrote that a campaign volunteer will be reaching out to you. We like to do all of our solicitations face-to-face in person. Now, normally we do that throughout the year with in-person meetings. Given the challenges of COVID, that may not happen. If you know what you'd like to give to the annual campaign, I encourage you to please consider making a gift early. It's really important for us to know what resources we have available to the community, particularly in light of the challenges of these uncertain and unusual times. So I appreciate all of the generosity. We appreciate it on behalf of all of those who are recipients of your generosity. Thank you for making a donation to the annual campaign. You help to keep our community strong and stable, and communities around the world that partner with Jewish Federation strong and stable too. Thank you so very much. I also want to let you know some unfortunate news. We are unable to bring a shaliach to the community this year. As you may recall, from previous editions of Fedmail, we announced that we were hoping to bring Aviv Gerberi back to our community. He was an emissary several years back. This year, the Jewish Agency has decided there won't be any young emissary program, again, because of the challenges of COVID, but we were hopeful that having an adult shaliach would be good in lieu of having a young emissary. We were hoping to partner with a few of our neighboring federations, but again, because of the challenges of COVID, we were unable to make that happen. So Liz Baker, who is the Young Emissary Coordinator, and we are working together to put together some creative programming to ensure that our relationship with Israel and our Afula connection, our Partnership Together connection, remain very strong throughout the year. We're going to have great projects and programs, and we look forward to presenting them to you and telling you about them. And please have a look at this week's Fedmail listing of events and programs, webinars taking place each week. We look for some of the very best in what is happening around the web. We want you to take a look at those. And also make sure you're checking with our local congregations. A lot of our congregations have done a terrific job putting together online content, programming, services, and some have even opted to do parking lot services at this point. You should check them out. Make sure you're participating. The connection to Jewish life should remain strong despite the obstacles and challenges related to COVID. I think I've said that now 10 times. It shouldn't overwhelm us, and we should continue to have strong connections to one another. Even if we have to socially distance, we should continue to have a strong relationship to our greater Central Mass Jewish family. And I think that should conclude our Shabbat message for today. That is a message of peace prevailing over belligerence as it relates to Israel and the UAE, and keeping our connection to our own local Jewish family strong. Those are the two things I want to emphasize. I hope you have a good Shabbos. Let us know if you need help, and thank you so much for your generosity and commitment to our community. Shabbat Shalom.